All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Today, we're going to work on just kind of loosening up and giving some nourishment to the low back area, which can really become talkative, especially if we're experiencing stress. So, I don't know if you guys are familiar with experiencing stress, but we'll work on that and just yoga. We'll just take it as it comes. So, let's take a moment to drop in, breathe, and center. So just find a seat that's comfortable for you. Again, chair, couch, or on the floor if that's comfortable. And just let your eyes rest closed. And we'll just begin with some deep breathing in and out of the nose. So eyes closed or soft gaze. And just give yourself a moment to just be where you are. So notice the seat that you're in. Really allow yourself to truly be in it. So a lot of times we begin list making and thinking, all of that stuff, but just do your best for this moment, just to feel this seat, feel this body here and now, and take every inhale, every exhale just as they come, in and out of the nose. And then you can, as you wish, start to give your breath a little bit of a rhythm or a pattern. So inhale equal to exhale. Just choose a number that's just comfortable for you. I like to start off with the number 4 and just see where it takes me. But settle into that slow, steady rhythm here. Just coming into your body. And again, just take every inhale as it comes, take every exhale as it comes, and just stay with that sensation. As you come into that sensation, eventually, you'll forget that that's what you're doing, right? You'll forget that you're focusing or taking attention to inhale and exhale. Know that that is really the point. Just letting your breath be nice, even, slow, and steady. And then from that place of just settling in, just being here where you are, perhaps an intention for your practice begins to form. That can be whatever you need it to be today. My intention, if you haven't guessed it already, is to, with everything I do, take it as it comes. And I find that when I do that, the voices of stress are a little quieter, a little less convincing. So keeping your intention in your heart and your mind, begin to bring palms together and let thumbs rest right at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Just sealing in your intention, giving yourself a moment to savor and enjoy this moment here and now. Taking in a full inhale, holding it in. And exhale, slow release. Nice. We will open eyes or soft, gentle gaze. We'll stay seated for a little bit. So switch out cross of legs or do anything you want to do here to get your seat a little more comfortable. And then let's just circle the torso around. So let's start to make some nice big circles here and notice kind of how your spine is doing today or any other areas. Just notice them. Good. And then reverse, moving in the opposite direction. And I always say this, that most of the aches and pains that we feel are our body's attempt in some way to protect us. So even when I feel the aches and pains, I thank my body. Thank you for protecting me. Coming all the way up to a nice comfortable seat. And then if you're sitting on something, set it to the side and go ahead. I'm going to back up here. Bring your feet about as wide as your mat. Bring your hands beside you. Flex your feet. Let's windshield wiper knees side to side, just gently getting into those hips. And as you go here, flex your feet. If you can allow one knee to touch down as you do that, you can. If the knee doesn't touch down, totally fine. Good. And when you're ready, let's drop the knees over to the left side. Ideally, the right knee comes down to the floor. Let your left palm come to the floor. Right arm reaches up and over, bicep facing ear, palm facing the floor. And breathe into the right side body. Relax the left shoulder. Nice. And then let's circle that right arm down and around. So take some nice big circles here. Really allowing the right shoulder to get nice and lubricated with that synovial fluid, the fluid that nourishes the joints. Awesome. And then let's reverse, move the circle in the opposite direction. You may notice a little bit of a difference as you have changed directions there. Awesome. And then right arm up over, big stretch here. You guys stay where you are, but I'm gonna turn to show you. Bring the hands down to parallel the left thigh. Big inhale, chest and heart lifts, get really tall and long. And then exhale, come down onto those forearms. Bring your elbows underneath shoulders, eyes looking gently at the earth. And breathe all the way down into the belly. Go back into that steady, even pace. You can add in ujjayi if you want to. Good. Going back, if you made the intention to take it as it comes, doing that in this shape, feeling the dimension of each breath. Good. When you're ready, come back up onto the hands. We'll come back to center and then windshield wiper those knees side to side, allowing for some integration here. Good. And then slowly now you're going to bring those knees to that right side. Again, ideally the left knee goes down and then the right hand is down to support you. Left arm sweeps up and over, bicep facing ear, palm facing floor. Left side body expanding, breath nice and full, relaxing right shoulder. And then arm circles down and around. So taking some nice big circles here, opening up, moving fluids through. Good. And then reverse, moving the arm in the other direction. Good. Just a couple more here. And then re-extend that left arm to stretch up. Again, I'm going to turn. You guys stay right where you are. And then left hand down. First, a big inhale, chest and heart lengthens. And then exhale, come down on those elbows, gentle gaze at the earth. Deep breath down into the belly. In and out of the nose. And just take it easy, take every breath slowly. And allow yourself to enjoy the breath, enjoy your practice. Back of neck long, couple more breaths here, soften the face and jaw. Nice, let's bring hands back up, come back through center, and then again, windshield wiper those knees side to side, open the hips. Good. And then let's make our way onto the mat. We'll just start with some cat-cow here. So make your way over there. And then again, pad your knees up with the blanket if you need to. As you inhale, drop the belly down, lift the heart. And then as you exhale, just round the spine. Going back and forth between those two places, just noticing the breath in each place. Good. And then find your way to a nice neutral table. And then bring the right leg back behind you. Flex through that right foot. And then bring your right knee out to the side, flexing the foot, start to circle the hips. So we'll do a lot to kind of loosen up those hips as they are totally connected to the low back. Good. And then reverse, move the knee in the other direction. Stay cognizant of the elbows, make sure they're not totally locking out. Your jaw's not locked, your neck is long, eyes are soft. Good. And then let's reach the right leg back, flex your right foot, and then reach your left arm forward. 5 breaths just this way. So bicep facing ear. Good. Thumb facing ceiling. Engage the core. Awesome. One more breath here. Inhale, and then left hand down, right knee down. Let's do some cat-cow between the sides here, integrating what we just did into the spine. If you need to take a break at any time, go for it. I tried to do a little plank workout this morning and realized how much strength I have lost during the last few months. But it's okay, right? And then when you're ready, come back to a nice neutral table. You're going to reach and stretch the left leg back behind you, flex through left foot. Then the left knee, bring the knee to the side, and then circle the knee around. So nice big circles here with left knee. Nice deep breaths. Good. And reverse, move the knee in the other direction. Keep breathing, soften the eyes, lengthen the neck. And then left leg reaches back, flex through the foot, right arm reaches forward, bicep facing ear, thumb facing ceiling. Breathe, engage the core. 2 more breaths. Awesome. Right hand down, left knee down. Let's come all the way down to the belly, nice and slowly. Once you get down there, thumbs in line with the chest, tops of feet to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Let's exhale, lower down, touch your forehead. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. You don't have to come up high the way I am. You can just hover off the floor. Last one, inhale. So go where you want to. Exhale, lower down. Let's go back into a child's pose. So stretch the back after all that compression. Bring your forehead down to touch the earth. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Big, deep breaths. Perhaps as you fill the belly, you can feel the low back just gently releasing, maybe. Good. Let's come all the way up to table. And then from table, again, you're going to reach that right leg back behind you, flex through the right foot, reach the left arm forward, just 2 breaths this time. Good. Take your left hand down and then reach that right foot through between your hands. So come right on into a lunge here. Make sure that your right foot and your left knee are hip width, and then hands up on top of this right knee. Just kind of rock forward and back into the front of the left hip. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Keep your gaze nice and soft. And don't push yourself too far here. It's okay if you don't go very far at all. Totally fine. We're just kind of warming up psoas, front of that left hip. Just a couple more here. Good. And then we're going to find a neutral place and just find Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Reach, stretch the arms up, but Don't feel like you have to go super deep into any sort of a back bend type of shape, especially if you feel any kind of pain sensation. Couple more breaths here. Nice. Let's bring those hands down to the floor. You'll back your hips up, wiggle your right heel forward, flex through your right foot and fold. So you can absolutely bend that right knee if you need to. Pull pinky toe, edge side of right foot, back towards right hip. Soften. Good. Continuing to let yourself fold deeper and deeper into the body. Nice. Couple more breaths. Good. Let's start to bend back into right knee. Bring hands to the floor. We'll just do a little cat-cow here. If you want to do a different movement, let's say circling hips or anything else, feel free to do that. Good. And let's find our way to a nice neutral table. Again, we'll reach the left leg back, flex through left foot, right arm forward, bicep facing ear, thumb facing ceiling. Good. One more breath. Right hand down. Let's step that left foot through to a lunge. So again, come up into your lunge. Make sure left foot, right knee or hip width. Bring those hands on top of the knee. And again, just kind of rock forward and back, getting into front of that right hip. You can bring your breath into it. Nice. Just ease your way into it. Try not to push into anything. If you're feeling pain anywhere, don't feel like you have to push into that sensation. Good. Let's find a lunge here, reaching arms all the way up. So a little bit more static place. Good. But nothing is ever totally still. There's always little micro adjusting happening. Always blood flowing, energy flowing. Good. A couple more breaths here. Let's bring the hands down, wiggle the hips back, flex the left foot, and then just fold over the left leg. And breathe. In and out of the nose. Pull that pinky toe edge side back towards the hip. Breathing in and out of the nose. Relax the shoulders, the hands. I just reminded you guys because I just did it. Good. A couple more breaths here. Start to bend into the left knee. Bring your hands down to the floor. Again, cat-cow just a little bit here in between the sides. Good. And then let's move up into a downward facing dog. If for any reason today down dog doesn't feel good in your body, just stay in table. You can either move through cat-cow or take hip circles. You can even go back into a child's pose today if you need it, right? So just meet your body where it is. And then send the breath right there, right? Remember, we take it as it comes. So we can only be here doing this right now. Good. So if you're in a child's pose, go ahead, come on up to table. You're going to reach that right leg back behind you, bend the knee, open at the hip. You can do this from table pose, totally fine. You just want to get the right hip open. Nice deep breaths here. Good. And then let's go ahead and step your right foot through between your hands. So come right into a lunge shape here. Keep your feet about hip width apart. And then you're going to inhale up into a crescent warrior. So same kind of a lunge that we've already done. Now, if for any reason you want to drop the left knee down, go for it. Totally fine. Press back through the left heel. Soften the shoulders. Good. Pull that right hip back. Just one more little place. Try not to let your right toes grip the floor. And then bring the hands down to frame the right foot. And we're going to step your left foot forward to meet the right and just fold there. Relax. Let the neck lengthen. Now, if you feel stretching happening in your low back instead of your hamstrings, these upper back part of the thighs, then take your feet wider or bend your knees. Nice deep breath. Folding where you can, softening where you can. Good. Let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen the torso. And then exhale, fold. Plant your palms, bend your knees. Let's walk back into a plank pose. So you can drop your knees down if you need to for here. Keep your eyes soft. Good. And then when you're ready, make your way down to your belly, nice and slowly. Thumbs in line with the chest, cobra inhale. And then exhale, child's pose. So go right back into child's pose, more of just a reflective place. Also an opportunity to just check in with your breath, with the mantra that's running in the background there. Are we still taking it as it comes, or do we already have the rest of the day planned? Good. Take one more inhale, hold the breath in. Exhale, let it go. Let's come up to table again, and then from here you will either choose to just stay, move through cat-cow, or you can go back up into a downward facing dog. And we're going to do the same thing we did on the right side. So breathe into the down dog for just a little bit. If you're in table pose, just hang in your cat-cow or even hip circle. Meet your body where it is today. Don't worry about doing the practice perfectly or keeping up or any of that stuff. Just meet your body where it is. And then when you're ready, you're going to reach and stretch the left leg back behind you, bend the knee, open up the hip. You can do that again from table. You can bend the right knee, pull the outer right hip back if you're in the down dog. Keep the head between the arm bones. Palms are really strong. And then you're going to step that left foot through. If your right knee is down, you're going to go ahead and lift the knee up. And then inhale up into your crescent warrior. So go ahead, come on into crescent warrior. If you want to drop the right knee down, fine, go ahead and do that. Just find the shape that you can be in. You don't have to go super deep or blow it out or any of that stuff. Keep your breath flowing nice and deep in and out of the nose. And try not to let the left toes grip the floor. Pull the outer left hip back. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands framing left foot. Go ahead and step the right foot up to meet it. Fold. Neck is long. Eyes are soft. Breathing in and out of the nose. Again, just soften wherever you can. Keep your breath flowing. Awesome. When you're ready, let's inhale, lengthen the torso. Exhale and fold. And this time, we're going to come up to stand. So press into your feet, inhale, reach up, look up, stretch up, and then exhale, thumbs to your heart. Go ahead and just stand firmly into those feet with eyes resting closed. Nice deep breath. Good. And then I'll just go ahead and turn to face you guys, but we're going to take a big wide step out here, preparing for some standing poses. So go ahead and turn your right foot to the right, heel to arch or heel to heel. Start to take a big inhale to reach the arms out, and then exhale, sit down, warrior two. So really strong left leg. Also, sometimes we kind of forget about that left leg. So press down through the outer edge of the left foot strongly. Again, make sure the right toes don't grip the floor. You can even lift and spread them. Look out over the fingertips, soften the eyes there, soften the gaze and the jaw. Just breathe right where you are, in and out of the nose. Good. One more nice deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, straighten right leg. Let's go ahead, turn the toes, and then we'll turn left toes towards the left, heel to arch or heel to heel. Big inhale. Big exhale, come to sit down, and then left knee again right over toes 2 and 3. Emphasize the strength of this right leg. So you want to feel this opening here on that front of the right hip by strongly pressing down through outer edge of right foot. So left leg is working, but right leg is also working. Try to let go of any gripping happening here, even in your face, jaw, and shoulders. Take one more nice deep breath here. Good. Hands to hips or waist. Let's straighten out. Left leg, turn the toes. And then heel toe in just like 1 footprint or so. And let's circle those hips around. So good for the back to do these hip circles. Nice. And then circle the other way. Good. And then come all the way back to center. And then you can go ahead, turn your right foot. We're going to do another warrior. So if you want to widen your feet a little bit, right heel to left arch, your heels in one line. Inhale, arms sweep out. Exhale, warrior two. Now we're going to turn to side angle. So forearm to thigh, and then left arm sweeps up and over. Breathe, expand, open, soften. Nice. Just let yourself, again, be where you are. Here, you can even feel that pressing down of outer edge of left foot, widening of right knee. So lots of opening for the hips, lots of strengthening. Keep your legs in warrior two as you inhale up. Good. Hands to hips or waist. Straighten out right leg. Turn the toes. Let's go ahead and turn left toes. So left heel to right arch or heels in one line. Inhale, arms sweep out. Exhale, coming down. Again, warrior two to side angle. So find your side angle, okay? And then keeping that right outer edge of foot, pressing down. Left knee widening over toes 2 and 3. Hips are stacking. Ribs are open. Breathing fluidly as well as you can. In and out of the nose. Good. And then strong legs to inhale, stand. Hands to hips or waist. Straighten leg, turn the toes. Again, heel toe in a little bit. And let's just circle hips around. Good. Nice deep breaths here. And then let's circle the other way. Good. Move it all the way back to center. We'll just heel toe back together and then just come to the front side of the mat. It's going to make that all flowy, but we're just going to walk back up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, slow fold to come all the way down. Inhale, torso lengthens. Exhale and fold. Plant your palms, bend your knees. Again, back into a plank or a knee down plank. Keep your eyes nice and soft, whatever you choose. Breath still flowing. Good, and then lower to your belly. Once you get down there, let's take a quick little cobra on the inhale. And then we're gonna lower back down and bring your elbows to the floor for Sphinx pose. So go ahead, elbows are right underneath shoulders, chest and heart lifting. Breathe down into the belly. And close your eyes. See if you can feel the subtleness or maybe not so subtleness of the breath in this shape. Beautiful expansion. Nice. And then when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and bring the palms down to the floor and let your head stack right on those palms. Now we're going to open up the hips a little bit from the floor. So you can, if you want to, come back up on those elbows, but pay attention to your low back today. So if it bothers your low back at all, then go back to your palms, but bring your right knee out to the side, flex through the right foot. Once you come out there, you're going to have to automatically kind of check in with your shoulders. Stay here. This is plenty and good. If you want a little extra, you can curl the left toe under, press back through left heel. You can also straighten the right leg out, come onto the inside edge of that right foot. Again, check in with your back bend here. Now, I'm not going to do it today because my back is just liking this, but if you want more, you can lower all the way down and press your palms into the floor and come up into a cobra shape to really get in there in those hips. Good. Take one more breath here. And then stack your palms lower down, bring the legs back together. And then if you'd like to, you can windshield wiper those knees side to side. Good. Bring those legs, feet, everything down. And then we're going to do second side. So if you were on your elbows for first side, you can do that here. If not, then don't. And then bring your left knee out to the side, flexing through the left foot. Good. If you want to, again, you can curl the right toe under. You can also straighten the left leg out. But just find the shape that you would like to be in here. Breathe into it, soften into it. You can always, if you did it on the first side, lower down, took your palms to the floor, lift it up into a cobra, go for it. Just pay attention to your shoulders. So you want to keep the shoulders moving down the back so that the neck is open, throat is open, and you're not collapsing in on yourself. There's a back bend shape happening. Take one more breath here, and then bring your palms down to stack, forehead down, bring your legs back together, and then windshield wiper side to side with those knees. Good. Let's again move back into child's pose. So knees wide, big toes touching, or belly resting on thigh, whatever works best. Go back to your intention, back to your breathing, and just soften everywhere you can. Nice. Let's come all the way back into table. And again, just move through a little cat-cow here, integrating everything we've done so far. Good. Come back to neutral, and then we're going to reach that right leg back, flex through right foot. We might have done this a couple times before, maybe. Left arm reaches forward. 3 breaths here. Breathe into the belly, engage the core. Take your left hand down, step the right foot through. We're going to come to lizard. So hands to inside of right foot. You can wiggle the left knee back. You can stay up high here on your hands if you wish. Or if you want something a little bit more, then you can lower down onto those elbows. Again, listen to your low back. It will tell you yes or no. You can also flex through the right foot and then bring the right knee out over to the side. We'll be here for 1 minute. So let this be all about softening where you can. Again, moving through that intention to perhaps take everything as it comes. Take every breath as it comes. Every chance to soften as it comes. Good. And just a couple more breaths here. And then nice and slowly come back up on those hands. And go ahead and bring your right foot to center. Straighten out the right leg. Come onto the right heel. Back into baby Hanuman. Back into the folding place. Softening. Again, where can you maybe soften here where you weren't able to the first time around? Good. And then start to bend back into the right knee. Let's bring those hands down. And then let's stretch up and back into a down dog or a child's pose in between the sides. So totally up to you which one you choose. Either a down dog held for a few breaths or up and back into a child's pose, allowing your torso to lengthen. Breathing into the belly. Good. Wherever you are, let's come back to table. And then we're going to reach that left leg back, flex through left foot, right arm forward, bicep facing ear, thumb facing ceiling. Engaging core, breathing deeply. Good. Bringing that right hand down. Let's bring the left foot through. So hands to inside edge of left foot. You're going to, if you want to wiggle the right knee back, go for it. And then here we go, left side. So possibly, more than likely, you're going to want to do what you did on the first side, again, unless you have an injury that prevents you from doing so. Soften your eyes, your jaw, your face. Let yourself really relax into the shape here. Soften. Good. Just breathe slowly. Taking every breath as it comes, every little place to soften. Nice, slowly come back up on those hands. And you're going to move the left foot to the center, flex the left foot, fold over left leg. Great, and just, again, soften where you can. Let your body lengthen. Relax, release what you can. Whatever you cannot release, totally fine too. I promise. Good. When you're ready, start to bend back into the left knee. Let's bring those hands down, and then let's go all the way back. Oh, let's go to down dog. A little moment of indecision. So down dog or child's pose, just something to kind of even out, stretch out. Good. Just finding some way to lengthen the torso, deepen the breath, feel the difference between the sides of the body. And then when you're ready, let's come down and on to the back. So make your way onto your back, however you would like to. And then once you get down on the back, you're going to take your feet about hip width apart, your knees about hip width apart. We're going to come to bridge pose. So don't turn your head or your neck once we get in there. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift those hips up. If you want to clasp your palms, walk the shoulders underneath you, you can. Try not to let your knees flare out too much. And then, again, don't turn your head or neck once you get in the shape. Breathe. If you don't want to bind your arms underneath you, you can grab opposite edges of mat or just simply place your elbows to the floor. Breathe into your belly. Slow, steady breathing. Awesome. And release your hands if they're bound. Exhale, lower. Bring your soles of feet together, knees open. Take your palms kind of wherever they intuitively go and just let yourself rest here. Starting to let your spine acclimate to the earth. Your breath go all the way in, back, and through into the body. Finding softness. Awesome. When you're ready, let's bring those feet to the floor. Feet are hip width, knees are hip width. Take your right outer ankle to left knee, flex through right foot. You can stay here and just massage the right thigh gently, or if you want to pull the left leg into the body, even straighten the left heel towards ceiling, you can. But whatever you choose, try to keep your right foot especially flexed, and then let go of neck, shoulders, all of that area. That's a really protective area. The hips and the shoulders and neck, that's where the body kind of tightens and tenses up in response to stress. Good. Take another deep breath here. If your left leg is lifted, bend the left knee, bring left foot to floor, bring right foot to floor. Let's bring soles of feet together, knees open, and pause between sides here just to notice, to witness, experience. Good. And then we'll come to the other side. So feet back to the floor. Let's bring a left outer ankle to right knee, flex through left foot. Nice deep breaths here. And then if you want to pull right thigh in, go for it, not required. You can reach that left leg up if you want, or the right leg up if you want to. Whatever you do, just release where you can, let go of tension where you can, soften where you can. Nice, slowly. If your right foot's not already on the floor, let's return it there. Bring that left foot down. This time, bring your feet as wide as your mat. Walk your feet about 1 footprint in front of those knees. Arms sit to your cactus. Flex your feet and windshield wiper those knees. Similar to how we started practice, right? So flexing. This is really good for kind of unwinding, unraveling the spine. Good. And then before we do a twist, we're going to do a gentle inversion. So option 1 is just to kind of hug those knees in. Option 2, which is the one I'm going to take, is a supported shoulder stand, floating feet up to ceiling. Option 3 is a regular shoulder stand if that's part of your practice today. We'll be here for 1 minute. So especially if you're in a regular shoulder stand, don't turn your head or your neck to check and see if we're still in the pose. I will let you know when it has been 1 minute. And then also, if you want to come out before the minute is over, then please do. Really start to let your attention be with the speed of your breath. And you can even more nuanced kind of start to bring your attention more to the exhale. The exhale is what slows the heart down. So allowing the heart rate to begin to slow and slow. The body to truly start to move into that rest and digest mode. Good. And then when you're ready, you're going to start to slowly transition to bringing your knees back into chest, or if you're in regular shoulder stand, you'll lower the body down. Let's come all the way down and onto the floor. And then bring the feet back out where they were for that windshield wiper shape, arms to T or cactus, palms facing ceiling. Flex feet. Again, just really unwinding, unraveling low back. Bring your knees over to right side. You can look towards the left if you would like anything else, a different twist, a different variation, go for it. But we're just going to twist with knees to right. You can look towards the left, soften the eyes, soften the gaze, and slow down the breath if you feel comfortable letting the emphasis be more so on those exhales, and start to move in that direction. Good. Bring your head to center. Let's bring knees over to left. And then you can look towards right. Again, if there's a different twist or variation that you wish to take on this side, go for it. Put a little more emphasis on letting your right shoulder be heavy. The knees nice and heavy towards the left. Good. When you're ready, let's bring everything back into center. Give our knees one more nice little hug in for a minute or so here. And then if you want to do anything else, like let's say a happy baby, feel free to do that. Just give yourself a little bit of time here to kind of do whatever really feels right. And just breathe and let your body start to unwind, start to move more towards that restorative state. We'll start to make our way into Shavasana. So for your Shavasana, just kind of find what works best for you. If you're not comfortable lying flat on the floor, you can go again, sit up in the chair on the couch. You can take pillows, place them underneath your knees, this nice supportive thing for the low back. But really start to allow your body to really connect down with the earth, for your spine to lengthen. Everything start to slow it down. Good. And once you start to feel acquainted with the earth, you feel your body resting, you'll go back into noticing breath in and out of the nose here, and then just kind of finding a rhythm that allows you to settle. If you're comfortable breathing in and out for that even pace, go there. If you're more comfortable dragging the exhale out a little longer than the inhale, then you'll do that. Start to find that pattern, settle right there. And starting in the very center of the body, the belly button, just the awareness of breath there in the diaphragm. Perhaps even sharing just a little moment of appreciation for the body's ability to bring the breath into the torso, into the belly. All of this nourishment to the lungs, the heart. Feeling every breath that you breathe in, nourishing the body. Every breath that you breathe out, nourishing the earth, goes around you, breathing it in and out. And then begin to just start up at the very top of the body, the crown of the head, as you take those inhales in. Perhaps feel the inhale just coming all the way up to the very top of the head. As the exhales come, feel them flow all the way down the back body, the spine down into the toes. Inhales, tracing the line up the legs, the spine to the very top of the head, feeling a nice warming sensation there at the top of the inhale. And then as you exhale, that energy breath flowing down the back of the spine into the toes, pausing there, little tingling at the bottom of that exhale. And you'll just continue that beautiful flow of breath, feeling it flow all the way up and top. Exhale, flowing down to the soles of the feet, the warmth there, bottom of the exhale. Feeling that flow of breath, that flow of energy over the body. As you take hold and notice that energy, just scanning the face, the jaw, the forehead, letting the forehead broaden, cheekbones rest, relax, teeth separating, tongue nice, heavy in the mouth, throat just nice and easily opening, accepting breath. Chest and heart rising, falling. Belly rising, falling. Pelvis softening into the earth, the low back broadening, creating room in the spine, in the torso, upper body for healing, for energy to flow freely. Moving to thigh bones, upper thighs, nice heavy falling down into the earth. Kneecaps just gently falling, expanding. Calf muscles completely relaxing. Tops of feet letting go. Heels dropping down. Toes flopping open. Just feeling again the bottom of the exhale, just settling, warming there around the soles of the feet. And then that inhale, the energy traveling up the legs to the spine, to the very top of the head. Letting those waves of energy, the energy of just being, travel through you, over you, surround you. And just taking every breath as it comes. When you feel ready, taking another deeper, fuller inhale, maybe the deepest breath you've taken all day today so far, just holding that in, feeling the fullness all the way over the body. Opening your mouth, exhaling. Beginning to find some small movement in fingers and toes. And eventually reaching, stretching up through fingertips, arms, hands. Bending knees, bringing feet to floor. And let's slowly roll over to your favorite side, just pausing for a moment to rest, reflect, to notice. Moving slowly, gently to that comfortable seat once more. Finding your way there, letting yourself just sit for a moment in this energy. Bringing your palms together, let thumbs rest right at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Sealing in your practice, your intention, taking a full inhale, holding it in. Exhale, letting go. Jai Bhagwan, namaste. Thank you guys so much for coming and practicing today. It was lovely to have you.